Well, thanks so much for watching Making Healthcare Work for You, Different Perspectives and Empowering Solutions. I'm Stephanie Fields, joined by my co-host, Dr. Apoorv Gupta, and we're talking about the interview that we did with the leadership team at Ocean Biomedical, which is Dr. Chiranjeev Kathuria, who's the executive chairman and co-founder, Dr. Jack Elias, who is a scientific co-founder, and also Dr. Jake Kurtis, who is the other scientific co-founder. And so Ocean Biomedical is a pretty cool company in general. They're not an incubator, but they're going to be a group that's going to help research institutions get the innovations that they're working on out of the lab and into the hands and arms of people. And so they talked about some of the innovations that they already have for oncology and for, I think it was it visceral or non-visceral tumors? I think it was visceral tumors, but they could really make a difference in all different types of cancers and just really transform oncology, which was amazing. Then they talked about inflammation and some of the innovations that they have there, as well as infectious disease and specifically malaria, which Jake is really passionate about and has worked on for many years, and said that 5,000 kids die, what is it, a day of malaria, which is just insanity because in the United States, we don't even think of malaria. That's just not on our radar. But it's this incredible disease that's killing people and can be treated so much more effectively. And so they're going through working with these institutions and giving them a stake in the ownership too. So 10% to the university, 10% to the investigator who finds this, as well as the ability to maintain an advisor role. They don't get to maintain control of it once it's part of, the bigger group, but they do get to remain an advisor. So you don't lose total control like you might if you're selling out to a big pharmaceutical organization. So it was just really cool in so many ways because they're all medically trained, all from Brown Medical School, and they all have this passion to help people and make a difference. As Jake said, he wanted to make the difference in the lives of men and women, not just mice. So for them to be able to take this and find other people doing the same work, other physicians out there or researchers out there doing the same types of work, sharing those same passions to get these things into the lives of people and out of the labs was just remarkable. And so it's driven by passion, driven by I'd even say sustainability to help these people really keep going and encourage them to find these innovations rather than just think I made this and that mouse didn't die of whatever it was, diabetes. So I loved it. I thought it was really cool. It's an innovative concept and certainly by a team of talented and passionate people. Apoorv, what were your takeaways?
Yeah, thank you, Stephanie. I think you covered a lot of the different interesting ideas that these three shared with us. It's really fascinating. First of all, I just appreciated their passion, which truly came across for all three of them. Why they're doing it, obviously, it's about ownership and finances and making sure that the vehicle itself is financially sustainable. But really, the real purpose that's driving them is kind of what comes through. There's a lot of treatments out there that people have been doing research on that are funded by the nation's own research infrastructure, but then those nuggets of gold, as Jay called it, just kind of remain covered by the administrative and bureaucratic morass at institutions. So just understanding that there is all of that incredible wealth of research that's already out there that they could tap into and then bring into the market could be just a wonderful way to help many more people that have all sorts of diseases that aren't being worked on, at the present time, or expanding the range of options and speeding up the whole delivery process at the same time. So they've layered in so many different ideas within this vehicle that really make it really compelling. Again, we're not scientists and researchers, but they were able to explain it to us and to our audience, I think, in a way that makes it so much more appreciable and approachable, and we can finally understand why is it so important. You would think that universities already have these vehicles to divest themselves of some of their intellectual property or get investment dollars funded into that, and that may not be true. That there may certainly be a lot of focus on the research itself and not the focus on how do we actually get it into the arms and hands of men, as you were saying so nicely. So I think it's a tremendous opportunity. It seems to be a new type of a vehicle that's entering the market. And I certainly think that Chiranjeev, Jack, and Jake are going to get a lot of attention for this type of vehicle. I wish them all the success in being able to get more of their fellow innovators to join them in this cause.
I agree. It was amazing. So thank you guys for watching. And please make sure if you haven't watched the full interview, you go back and do that because it was fantastic. We'll talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.